Today isn't the biggest unboxing I ever did. There's only 4 packages here in front of me on the table. But inside are some really nice pieces from what I consider the golden age of toys. And one of them I've been really wanting to add to my collection for a long time. My name is Jerry and I collect 1960s and 70s toys. Let's see what turned up this time. Just gonna move all of them to the side and I'll just grab this one, I guess, and see what we got. I think you can tell kind of already what's in these ones. Let's see. Matchbox 3 Superfast. This is going to be interesting to see what the condition are. These are packaged really nicely in a plastic box as well. Never got them like this before. Let's take them out and see what's inside. I want to start with this one. Dragon Wheels. VW Beetle. Let's see how this one looks. These are very nicely packaged. Oh, this is cool. I used to love this. Let's see, where does it go? Does it go over there? Yeah, there you go. This is neat. Actually, before I get too deep into these, I'm going to grab the other package, which I think has something in the same style, and we'll look through all of them at once. Let's open this one as well. These were nicely packaged as well. And there you go. Another Superfast, and of course, another one. I like these so much with that. Just a little extra thing with the dragsters they did, both in like a Superfast or the larger Super Kings. Oh, this is neat. I like this in very good condition. Cool with the big tires in the back and the small tires in the front, like a real dragster. This is a nice little model. Let's see the other crazy one. Pie-eyed Piper. This is some engine on this one. Ooh, that's a big V8. And you got a separate exhaust for every cylinder, I guess. That's kind of funny. But this is nice as well. They still roll really nicely. Very well kept, these ones. This one is also in very good condition. Let's see this one then. This is Jeep Hot Rod. Pink crazy Jeep. But then again, the SAS, I guess, painted their Jeeps, or was it the Long Range Desert Group painted their Jeeps pink in the Second World War. So you go 4. I don't think these are in intakes, right? Because they go through the blower up here. So those are also 8 separate exhausts on this one. Like the color scheme, pink and then almost like a bright, almost neon green. Rolls really well. It's another one. Super Coupe. So it's a Super Coupe. No paper in this one. Ah, this is nice. This is such a Hot Wheels kind of a vehicle. I mean, of course, Matchbox made more realistic cars as first, but then when Hot Wheels in the late 60s got really popular in the US, they had to kind of follow suit with all these crazy monstrosities. And I think this is probably the worst one. Big bulldozer souped up with crazy stuff. Same thing here, you got some kind of a blower up there, 8 cylinders. This is gonna drag pretty hard on the drag strip with this one folded down like this. So I can understand people that think these are not like the Matchbox they remember. If you started collecting, a little bit older than me, you started collecting Matchbox in the 50s, 60s, I don't think these are gonna be your cup of tea. But I grew up with these since I'm born in 1968. I was a kid in the 70s. So this is what Matchbox had mostly then, I would say. Few were also the regular kind of cars, but they were going heavily into all the kind of Hot Wheels style die-cast vehicles. I think Corgi were better at sticking to the original plan and just making models of regular vehicles. But one thing I like to collect, and that's in here, and this is what I use for reference. Let's open it and I'll show you what it is. Oh, they're in here. I was wondering. Oh, catalogues. I really like catalogues. It's so much fun to flip through and see, especially these ones that are older than me, pretty much 1963 Matchbox. Such a great reference for finding things to collect. So I started collecting the older Matchbox as well. I don't have many in the boxes, but collect them loose. And I like to collect them when they're a little bit worn, you know, play worn but well taken care of. Just connects back to that it was actually a kid that had these and played with them, not just an adult collecting them, sitting on a shelf for years and years and years. So let's see, dinky toys then. I don't know much about Matchbox either, but so this has a price list in it as well in Swedish currency, so that's really neat to have. And then what's in here? What did they make? I have no clue on dinky. Oh, of course, yeah, these are nice. And I have the later dinkies, the military stuff, but I don't collect much of the vehicles, but I should start doing that, I think, because they're really, really nice little models. And speaking of catalogs, I have one thing here that I'm kind of semi-opened, because I thought it was a letter in it, but it was actually this. I'm not sure how you pronounce this, Pilen in Swedish. I believe they are a Spanish company that made toy cars back in the 60s and 70s. So I got this one because I was looking for a toy car I had as a kid, and I couldn't figure out what it was. I was Googling and doing some research on it. And then finally I found on eBay the one, and it should be in here. And it's this one, the Chevrolet Sport. And I remember this one being a really, really nice toy car. So I want to get this one later. They're pretty expensive on eBay, but I also wanted to get the catalog to see what else they made. Like I said, like for a reference, and see if anything here I find cool and fun and that I would have wanted as a kid. So it's kind of like picking up a catalog when you were a kid, because I have no clue, and look through these, and then I have to jump on eBay to find what I want. And I'm going to do the same thing with this Matchbox as well. Go through which ones I really, really like the most, and then try to find those and get them. But now, time for the last one, a bit bigger box. Something related to Matchbox, but not Matchbox, and I wanted to get this for such a long time. Let's see what it is. This is so cool. I'll show you this way first. Build a road for Matchbox models. So this is not a Matchbox toy. As I understand it, this is actually a toy by something called the Fred Bonner Corporation, a US company that imported the Matchbox toys and distributed them in the US. And so they did a few toys of their own, and I guess they kind of thought that this was missing from the Matchbox line. And you can really tell that it's American made, because I mean, you have a Greyhound bus, you have just regular American cars, nothing British here. I think this is a Mustang. And you got the roadway up here, that like the freeways, I'm not sure what it's called in English, but you know, the freeways that are raised up a level like that. It's kind of American thing. So what else is there on the box here? It says you can build and design a variety of Matchbox Roadways. No glue necessary, very good. More than 50 easy snap together parts. What else is on here? Also on here they show kind of what you can do, what kind of setups you can make with this one. Let's check inside. Ooh, okay, so it's a flip-up lid like that. Great, so this is minty fresh. And let's see, so you get the little instructions here, how to put it together. This is neat with some cool photos of, it's set up almost like a diorama thing. Nice. Instructions how to put it together. Cool. And then what's in here? You got a lot of road sign thingies where you can take the stickers and put on there. And it, yes, now you can tell it's really American. Interstate 75. And then you got some, I guess these are maybe lights or something, street lights. You got sidewalks, pavements, and you got the roadways. So let's see, they are, okay, so this, I see, there's two lanes. You're supposed to put them together kind of sort of like that. But this though, if you compare this, I think, with 70s style, the roads are pretty narrow, I think. Yeah, I think this looks a little bit more to scale with the older Matchbox vehicles on here. That's a lot nicer. I think that works better. So these weren't super easy to put together. I'm not going to force it. I just put a few pieces together just to see kind of how it looks. It works really well with the older Matchbox cars. Looks neat, I like it. So I just had to put a few pieces of this together. Since it's mint, I don't want to do the whole thing, like I said, with the stickers and everything. But I just had to put a few pieces together to get a feel for it. I think I would have loved this as a kid. Since I really want to check out how this would have been to have as a kid and play with, I went ahead and bought another one from the US. This one I got from Holland, the Netherlands. And so I got one from the US that is actually used. These are so hard to find in Europe, so I'm lucky that I came across this one. And so I bought one from the US. It's on its way. It's going to take a little bit getting over here. But let's say in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be able to make a video on Build a Road for Matchbox models, not by Matchbox, but Fred Bronner. I think I said Bonner before. It says Bronner. All right, Fred Bronner Corporation. So that video is coming up, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But now I'm going to have to go ahead and sit down and have a beer and look through some of the toy car catalogs and see what I'm going to purchase next. Other than that, catch you guys in another video. Cheers.